going on? I am driving a Jaguar E-Type Reborn, and as you can tell, it's quite cramped in here, but oh, there's some backfires, there's some noises coming out of the exhaust. Oh my god, what the bloody hell is going on? I cannot describe what my eyes are seeing right now. We've got this beautiful bonnet with all of the curves, pristine paintwork, and the bodywork is absolutely perfect. And we're taking this opportunity with the blue sky and sunshine to drive to Jaguar SVO HQ, where we are going to be checking out their 2021 virtual endurance racer that has been purposefully built and designed for Gran Turismo next year, but they've actually gone and built it. So what better way of cruising up to Jaguar HQ than in this, a truly special and iconic car that I honestly don't actually know why they've given me the keys to it. Welcome to the 2021 Jaguar Vision Gran Turismo SV, or GTSV for short, and this is Jaguar's purest expression of a car where there are no design constraints, and this car is going to be available to race virtually next year in Gran Turismo. But in front of me we have the tangible car. Jaguar actually went and built this car, and I'm here at the SV Technical Center to check it out. At 5.5 meters long, this thing is an absolute beast. I'm just making sure that I don't step on it. But it is an all-electric virtual endurance race car, that all of the aerodynamics on this car have actually been specifically proven and tested in state-of-the-art technology and simulations. It's designed for incredible high speeds and extreme performance, and the stability and traction on this car have been designed specifically to be the ultimate performing car in Gran Turismo. But we've got the car here in front of us. There's so much to show you. So I'm going to grab the camera, take you for a walk around and show you some of the key features of what makes this car just absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, where to start? Even though this is fundamentally only ever going to be driven in a virtual world in Gran Turismo, I love the lengths that Jaguar have gone to actually build this car. We'll never see this car dynamically move, but it's an awesome expression of what Jaguar can do when there are zero limitations. I mean, just look at the dimensions of it. Starting with some of the top line figures, just so that we can try and get our head around this car. Firstly, physically it's massive. As I previously said, it's a little over 5.5 meters in length, 2.2 meters wide, but only a meter high. The power output is 1,400 kilowatts, or around 1900 PS, which is terrifying, but not as terrifying as the torque figure. 3,360 Newton meters of torque. I mean, these stats are a joke. You'll be able to hit 0 to 60 in 1.65 seconds, 0 to 100 miles an hour in 2.9 seconds, and a top speed of 255 miles an hour. It's a little bit untouchable because no human really is ever going to experience these figures like physically in person, but it's impressive nonetheless that Jaguar have actually ran these simulation tests to prove that it's capable of these mind-boggling numbers. The GTSV features a bunch of Formula E tech. It's got 4 electric motors, but actually it's these Michelin tyres that help get the traction down, along with a lot of other stuff. But basically these tyres, they're a rare compound that have been fitted to this car, which fundamentally they're as grippy as you can possibly get without them being slicks. That makes sense. The general design of the car is epic, but actually you can tell that it's a Jaguar. You can see where the racing heritage takes inspiration in this car. So it's got loads of inspiration from classics such as the D-Type, the XJR9, the XJR14. Whilst it doesn't actually represent what Jaguars are going to look like in the future, what is quite cool is Jag allowed some of their younger designers to lead on the overall shape, which expresses their interpretation of what the Jaguar car could potentially look like. But the clever stuff happens actually underneath the shell, so it's all-wheel drive, one motor per wheel. Basically, I'm going to sound quite nerdy here, but it's got a very advanced torque vectoring capability, allowing for infinite control of lateral and longitudinal torque distribution. I sound like a professor. But thankfully, Jag actually sent me all of this info so that I could brush up on the car before seeing it. But basically, all of it means is that it's got greater traction, agility, and control on the track. I actually just think it is so cool that I'm stood next to a car that's going to exist more in a game than in real life. Like, I'm stood next to the real car that Jag built when fundamentally it's developed for Gran Turismo. I played so much Gran Turismo over lockdown. I was obsessed with the Michelin races. To actually stand next to a car that Jaguar have built that's gonna go in the game next year is just a cool opportunity. And just standing back and looking at it, I mean, it is obviously never gonna wear number plates, but something a bit different.